Punch me in the boob! Hey.
Yo, how we doing, Twitch chat? Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Hi, hello. I'm not wearing my glasses today because I kind of pinched the sides of my head because I have a very wide head, and I was like, I need to take a break from that. So today you get glassesless version of me, and if you see bags under my eyes that indicate I'm very tired, no, you didn't. But hello, hi to everyone. Welcome. We're just doing a chat stream tonight because I feel like just hanging out and mellowing out with everybody. But hello, Whitehead Go Burr. Yes, indeed, Reed. 100%. Hello to everyone joining. Melons, Harper, Froggy. Welcome to your first stream. I saw that earlier. Thank you, Dark Kit, for the 2-month resub, by the way. Really appreciate you doing that a lot. Mark and Maddie, thank you for these bits. This is kind of long, so let me just read it in my head very, very quickly. Just because I read faster that way. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that you got that coming out for you, Marky Maddie. That's very neat. Thank you for sharing that with us here. I'm watching Avatar The Last Airbender getting upset at Appa getting hurt. Yeah, I don't like when Appa gets hurt. Protect Appa, please. Cece, thanks for the bits. Hello, everyone. My internet is finally fixed after almost 2 weeks. I missed you all so much. Aw, well, thank you for being here. Glad to see you back, Cece. What's up, Super Kawaii Lexi? Good to see you here as well. Hello to everyone joining. So many familiar names in the chat. So nice to see. Again, we're just sort of doing a chill chat day. Hello, Brian. How are you? Well, DJ, I am doing okay. I'm just like, I don't know why. I'm just like super physically and emotionally tired today, but there's like a whole bunch of stuff that I'm working on right now that I'm really pumped about. For those of you guys who don't follow me on Twitter or might have missed some of my tweets, I recently was approached by a couple video game companies that want me to play their games for money, which is kind of neat because they are a company that I would have worked with anyway.
Punch me in the boob.
So,
guess who has finally financed
yo, Laurie the Tim Tim, thank you so much. I appreciate that. The 3 months, congrats on evolving into a silver Eevee. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Honestly, you do not need to do that though if you're just recently financially stable again. I do appreciate that a lot, but please make sure you're saving up, giving yourself a nice safety blanket or safety net. I mean. any of those things. Hello to everyone. Lab, yo, what's up? You ever just pee? I can't say that I have. I'm so sorry. I can't relate. Unrelatable content. What was it that I was saying? My brain is gone. As usual, obviously. But, oh yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff coming up on the horizon here, which I'm really excited for. Unfortunate. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, Lav, that I've never peed before. It's very odd. I've just been, all those pee breaks that I call for the community, a complete farce. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, 8 months indeed.
I love being a part of this community.
Aw.
I've made such great friends here.
So good to have you here.
Accepting me and letting me steal all the parkour leads in less than 3.
You are the best parkour that is on the server for sure. I can't believe it. Every time I hear that you've gotten the loot, I'm just like, come on. I need to get the loot one of these times. But that's awesome. I'm so glad that you're part of our community. Thank you for sticking around for so long. Thank you for the pride spam in the chat, everybody. It's really nice of you. Thank you very, very much for supporting the channel as long as you have. When is the new computer arriving? So they sent me an email that said that they had already started building it for me, which is really cool. But because of COVID, like shipping something that large, like through USPS, might take a little bit longer just due to the fact that, obviously there's a lot of issues going on with the Postal Service at the moment. So the new computer is technically on its way, but they said for me to prep up to like 3 to 4 weeks. So it could be another like month before I get it. Just based off of like the issues that their post offices have been having and sort of the immense load of people who have been stuck inside and realizing, oh my God, I gotta update my computer to do like work or whatever. Working from home, they've been getting like an influx of orders as well. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of holding up the process, but hopefully sooner than later, right? Yo, Danny, thank you for the 10-month resub. That is such a long time. Thank you for the double digits. Can we please, please, please get some more pride spam for that? That's so nice of you. Happy birthday, Bunnytail, as well. Thank you so much for joining us for part of your birthday. That's really, really nice of you. A trick candle on your cupcake? Aw, that's hilarious. I remember my parents did that to me one time when I was a kid, but I was like too young to like have that type of sense of humor yet. So I was just like, that's mean, because I couldn't like blow it out and I just got embarrassed. Oh boy. I've been playing Minecraft for over 10 years, which is more than half my life. So what do you expect? I gotta live up to my legacy. Hey, you know what? If you're the #1 Minecraft parkourer on our server, then that's an awesome title to have, honestly. Could have a much worse title than that. Excuse me? It's like a loud truck just went by outside. Anyway, so super quick here. Like I was saying, so I have 2 sort of weeby anime-ish style games that are in the pipeline coming up for the main channel. The company that publishes them, they were basically like, hey, we found your channel and we want to support, or not support you, we want you to have these sponsored opportunities. So they were like, here, play these games on your channel and we will pay you money. And I was like, cool, these are the types of games I probably would have played on my channel anyway. So one is a visual novel / dating sim style game. And then the other one is a like text-based, weird, like RPG horror style game. So that's kind of cool because those are 2 of my favorite genres of game, and they're going to be up on the main channel on YouTube at some point within the next, like, probably 10 days since that's the deadline for both of them. But it's going to be really, really neat. Capcom also reached out recently. You know, Capcom, responsible for Mega Man and Street Fighter and a whole bunch of other huge titles out there. And they were like, yo, do you want a copy of Monster Hunter World and Iceborne? Which is a game that a ton of my friends have begged me to get into, but I didn't feel like spending like $70 to like get the expansion and the game. So they were like, do you want a copy of this? And I was like, yes, that would be neat. So I get to play Monster Hunter World, and I'm very excited for that. I think it's going to be really, really neat to do that as like one of the flagship games on the new computer. Whenever I get my new computer, I'm going to try to play that, which I think will be really, really cool to do on a brand new system with like updated gear and everything. Hello to everyone joining in. Thank you, Corey. Actually, Corey, while we're here, just hanging out real quick here. So I know that you're not able to make like a ton of the streams these days because of like being busy and stuff, is what you said. But you're someone who a couple of the other mods have been telling me is someone who is very reliable and someone who has been very supportive of the community's development. And I don't know, go ahead and type something in the chat. Go ahead and type something in the chat. The void has shouldered. You're crying? Aw, don't cry over it. It's something, honestly, you've done so much more for me in this community than I could possibly ever thank you for. But thank you so much for sticking around for so long. If you're not comfortable, modding in the chat here or anything like that, please know that's totally acceptable if you're more of like a passive mod who just like vibes and whatever. But it is something that I do want to bestow upon you as something just in recognition of everything you've done for the community. And everything that I feel that you're capable of doing for this community. You're always so quick to, greet new people who come into the chat, explain the rules of the community, or let people know what we're up to if someone comes in late and asks what we're doing. So can we get some, let's get some like pogs and hype in the chat for Corey for just doing everything that you've done. Oh, Jenna, didn't notice you there as well. So Jenna, another person who I know recently had to deal with a rather complicated situation via the Discord. Someone else that has been around in our community for a good amount of time now, been very, very active, has helped out a ton over on the Discord also, and just has helped like facilitate, setting up events, watching over what's going on in the chat over there, etc., etc. I want you just to know that it's something that I appreciate beyond words. I'm super, super grateful for you and Corey and the rest of the mod team. Everything that you've done over on Discord is something that I do hear about. I do, I might be lurking every now and then on the Discord just because I'm not always typing over there. Just because I'm not always interacting, it doesn't mean that I'm not keeping tabs. And you handled the situation the other day in a way that made me really, really happy to have you on the team and really showed the extent of your maturity and your just, I don't know, just the fact that you want this community to be a place that's comfortable for everyone. And I really appreciate that a lot about you. So thank you so much. If either of you have questions about, setting up commands or anything like that, feel free to always, ask me or some of the more experienced mods here. I know that they have been vouching for the both of you in a lot of our talks. So the new mods really pulled their weight. Yeah, absolutely, Lav, 100%. So the only thing that I want to point out is, as a new mod, is just make sure that you're not messing with the commands too much. Feel free to add quotes when they come up during chat or whatever. Feel free to do stuff like that, changing the game that I'm playing or something if I forget to in the title. But as far as adding or removing commands, just make sure you're running those types of things by me. Don't alter, the permissions or the length of cooldown on those. Besides that though, pretty much free game as a mod to goof around and make jokes with the other mods. And like I said, if you have questions, feel free to ask Lav or Shira or someone like that. So yeah. Yeah, but thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Ban everyone. Oh, no. We can't go for the ban records again. Those are... Whenever you guys banned Sky... Before Sky became a mod, for those of you who don't know, it was Sky and Brooke, I'm pretty sure. Both got banned 50 times each or something crazy like that. 23. Okay, 23 times. I might have exaggerated, but hilarious. Hilarious. I will do my best to be a good Twitch mod. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that you guys are going to be great at it. Sky has so many bans. True. Very, very true. Sky has, more bans. I think Brooke might be the only person with more bans than Sky at this point. So yeah. But anyway, for those of you guys over here on Twitch, obviously you probably recognize Corey and Jenna here. In the sense that they're very active members of the community. If you're not part of our Discord yet, they do a lot over there to help just organize things and to keep things running smoothly and safely for the entire community. It's something that I've been taking a lot of notes on, over the past, month and a half, whatever it's been, 2 months. I've lost track of time because time is a social construct. But honestly, it means the world. Thank you so much for all that you do. Remember when you modded me, I was just like, hey, and then they're like shaking and crying right now. Aw. Listen, Lev, everyone, we've had our talks. You've shared with the community that sometimes you just don't react to stuff that other people are like, that's emotional. So it's okay. Everyone definitely reacts very differently. But yes, welcome our new mods with open arms. Hello to everyone joining during all of this, by the way. Thank you so much for being here. What else was the good news? I just had to do that before I forgot to do that because I was going to do it off stream, and then I was like, that doesn't feel right to do. I want to make it a thing. I want to make it a thing here during the stream. So I got 2 sponsors lined up, which is really neat. And I wouldn't have gotten these opportunities if it wasn't for this community, because they legitimately are the types of sponsors that are like, hey, we noticed that your videos and stuff are getting a lot of support recently, and your streams are getting a lot of support recently, and we wanted to reach out and see if you were interested in this opportunity. So that was really cool. The Monster Hunter World thing isn't a sponsor, but they did give me the game for free, which is really neat because a bunch of my friends have been begging me to play it, and it looks like a fun game to try on stream whenever I get the new computer. I recently re-downloaded FL Studio. Free Loop Studio is what it's called. It's a old school production program that's like industry standard that I used to use to make EDM way back in the day when I used to make music. And I decided today, why the heck not? Let's pull the trigger on that one and start making music again. So started making music again today, which is really weird because it doesn't feel real because I took such a long time away from that. So I've been keeping busy lately. I got some of the new Pokemon cards from Champion's Path coming in the mail in the next couple days because I pre-ordered those a while ago, and I'm excited about that. And then we also got the PC on its way, which is very, very neat. So yeah, some good stuff. That's my good news for today. If you are here in chat right now and you have not been here for a good news segment before, it's when I ask you, the community, to share your good news here in the chat, and I will very, very happily read out as much of it as I can. Obviously, there's a lot more of you than there is of me, so it's very hard for me to balance all that.
Just finished my first big project of the semester. Have only slept 5
Oh,
hours in
God.
the past 48
That's
hours.
awful.
It turned out
Blogger
really
says
well,
what,
though,
Bree?
and it's one of the first projects I've felt really passionate about, so it was worth it.
Okay,
Love
well,
sign,
don't
love sign,
sacrifice
love sign.
too much of yourself if you can help it. Obviously, I'm not going to, it's your choice what you do. But that's awesome that you were able to actually finish the project and you felt so good about it and everything like that. I hope you managed to get some sleep. Thank you for the 20 months. It's such a long time. Can we please get some pride spam in the chat for that 20 months? Thank you very, very much. Really, really kind of you. But you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for that's some good news right there. That's a good way to start things off. If you got good news, share it in the chat. If I can't get to all of it, hopefully other members of the community are lifting you up and reminding you that you are valid. And no matter how small or large your big news is, it's something we want to hear over here in the community, which is really, really great, just to help combat all the crappy stuff going on in the world right now. But here we are, some good news. Let's see it in the chat. I'm joining a Spanish 2 class because I can already speak Spanish, so I'm starting that tomorrow and not starting from the beginning. That's cool, Linza. I hope that goes very, very well. I made cookies. Yo, that's some good news. I bought cookies today, so I'm a little bit, less grassroots in my cookie game, but I'm excited to eat those later. Some good news. I dyed my hair blue yesterday, boosted my confidence, which was much needed lately, despite me thinking my hair was actually going to fall out at one point. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad that your hair didn't fall out, and dyeing it is really neat, and especially if it ties back into your confidence in some way. You know, new looks sometimes is all you need to have like a fresh start, to feel like really good, to feel like there's some sort of vibrance in your life. That's really wonderful to hear. Good news, I have family-sized Captain Crunch. This is dinner. Oh my God. You know what, Lav, I would normally be like, oh boy, why do you do this to yourself? But last night at like 4 a.m., I was sitting on my couch eating a gigantic bowl of Fruit Loops, and I was like, man, you know what? This is kind of the life. Like, and I almost tweeted about, like, one of the cool things about being an adult is I'm eating Fruit Loops on my couch at 4 a.m., and I don't have to worry about, like, going to bed on time or getting up for anything special tomorrow, so I can't judge it too much. That's actually pretty great. I bought a drawing tablet with help from friends, and I've been wanting one for ages, so excited to create. Toadface, that's so awesome. You've got amazing friends to help you out with that. That is incredible. I hope that you create some really cool stuff. If you eat enough Captain Crunch, it turns your poop bright blue. That is my goal for tonight. Lav, I'm so glad that you have a goal-based agenda for tonight. I truly am in awe at how goal-driven you are with this. That's an amazing thing to hear. Great. That is adulting? Yeah, it sure is, Trinity. It is. More good news. Got to eat sushi and mochi and play with my best friend's doggo. Bunnytail, that sounds wonderful. That's, again, happy birthday to you. That's really, really cool. I have some good news. It's been around 4 to 5 months since I started dating my boyfriend, and he convinced me to dye my hair black, and I feel more confident. That's wonderful. It's great to hear that you have a supportive boyfriend. Wolfgang, thank you for the pog bits, yo. I appreciate that a lot. Blue poop or go home. I don't, is that the way that we want to, is that the goal we want to go big or go home? The hill we want to die on is blue poop? A big hill made it completely out of blue poop? Is that what we're doing? Because okay, do your thing, chat. Sky, your name color is poop colored. Oh boy, here we go. The cursed content already. Good news, I was able to cook for my family again. I don't know, I just really love when I can serve my family either this, with the simple things, I'm assuming is what was meant to be written there. That's wonderful to hear, Joe. Honestly, I love cooking, and yeah, that is actually something I really like to be able to do, is like cooking a nice meal for someone else is like a really feel-good feeling. Good news, I have a shot at the dream job I've wanted since I was 15 and have a really good shot at getting it. Happy, happy tears. That's awesome, Laurie. Congrats. I hope that you get it. I really do. And even if for some reason, you know, things don't pan out, the fact that you're even being considered for it is such a good sign. It means that you might be able to find something in the same field or the same job, the same position in another company that you're like totally qualified for. And that's like such a wonderful thing to hear. That's really, really cool. Good news, I passed both of my tests. Heck yeah! Finished all my biology homework tonight. That's wonderful to hear, Mouse Big Ears. That's very good. Very, very good. More good news, I met my best friend for the first time last weekend, and it was the first time somebody in person used my correct name and pronouns. So that's very wonderful to hear, Reed. I love hearing those types of stories when you got some good friends who are going to be supportive of who you are and your identity. That's great. That's incredibly validating. Good news, me and my friends bought Party City colored wigs so we can have a photo shoot, and now I want to dye my hair purple. Yo, Sky, go for it. I think that would look like pretty badass on you. That would be pretty neat to do. Purple is like such a, you know, weird, unnatural color that I think that anyone who like dyes their hair those like crazy colors like green or purple or whatever, like and normally like you can pull it off. It looks like really neat, you know? Sending good, or sending positive thoughts, Laura. Yeah, Laura, we are sending nothing but good luck vibes to you. Hopefully that works out for you. We're going to be 100% even happier if you are able to land that job. More good news regarding my neck. Oh, I missed the first good news. I'm so sorry. My neck has been jerking forwards a lot, and it hurts, but I can't control it. Fortunately, though, watching the stream and getting to focus in on something is really helping me out. Aussie Bear, I'm so sorry to hear that you're dealing with that, but I really hope that we can continue to be sort of a point of focus for you that will allow you to, you know, sort of control that in some kind of way, whether it's that lack of tension maybe that's, you know, in your muscles around here, or whatever the case may be, if it's more neurologically based or whatever. I hope we can be there for you in that way, because that's all I have planned for tonight, is just some chill chatting with the community, hanging out with all of you, and hearing your good news, and talking about whatever it is that we decide to talk about together. Sky, shave your head. Oh, God. don't. Sky's like, I want to dye my hair. And Lav's like, get rid of it, though. Oh, boy. I tried to dye mine neon peach. It turned out orange. Well, if you started with, like, really dark hair, you just have to do, like, several rounds of that. And it's normally the way to do it. Good news, I'm learning to program right now, and I think I finally found something I'm passionate about. Yo, that's amazing. Boo Sook. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I hope I am. Regardless, though, that is so wonderful to hear. I love hearing people's stories of, like, hey, I sort of pushed myself outside of my comfort zone, or I was trying something for, like, class or on a whim or whatever it might be, just as a hobby, and, like, I found out, like, I really love it, and I'm, like, really happy to be learning it and, like, be passionate about it. I love when people accidentally stumble onto something that they like. It's really, really cool when you find that thing that just, like, clicks, and it makes you feel a little bit more whole in some kind of way, or gives you some sort of goal to sort of drive towards. Love that. Makes me very, very happy. Good news, I've been given 40 hours a week at work finally, and plan to keep it that way. Wolfgang, congrats to you. That's awesome. Yeah, full-time shifts for a lot of people are obviously very, very, very helpful financially, and also, like, helps put you on a schedule and things like that, because I know definitely how it feels to, like, go from almost like full-time hours to only part-time, and then being like, oh God, like everything's sort of out of whack now, and it's, you know, it feels wrong and weird and unpredictable. So congrats to you. Good news, I finally tried to do the eyebrow slit thing, and it doesn't look like total garbage. That's awesome that you tried that. You know, I have friends who've asked me if they should do it, and I'm always like, hey, it's your eyebrows, whatever, they do technically grow back and stuff, or most of the time they grow back. So it's like, yeah, you know, give it a shot if you want to. None of them have gone through with it, but, like, I think it would kind of look good on some of them, you know? Another bit of good news, I helped a friend practice their lines for their theater class, and I leveled up in the Discord server. I'm now a candle eater. Oh, God, that rank. Oh, boy. That's so nice of you, though, to help your friend practice for theater stuff. I know when I was doing theater, that was something that I tortured all my friends with. Fortunately, a lot of them were also into drama. A lot of them also had joined, like, our school plays or, like, musicals or whatever. So a lot of times I could just be like, hey, do you want to practice some lines? And I'd always have, like, at least one person who was, like, willing to do that for me, which is great, you know? Yummy candles. No yummy candles. No yummy candles till 2,000 followers. Or 2,000, not followers. We're already there. No. 2,000 2,000 subs. Can you imagine retroactively now I have to eat a candle? 2,000 subs. If you guys missed that, if we hit 2,000 subs on the channel, I didn't say 5. No, I didn't. I said it to 5K. 5K was, what was 5K? 5K was something ridiculous and dumb. I can't even remember. Don't be shy, eat the candle. No thank you, Mads. Yeah, 2,000 was the horror game, and I take a bite out of a candle. I set both. What happened, Sky, was I said 2,000 subs, and I'll take a bite out of a candle. And then I was like, oh, no, I don't really want to do that. And I forgot that I had already said that for 2K. And then I was like, oh, man, there's that game, Visage. I never played that, but it's, like, super scary. And it was like, at 2,000 subs, I'll play that game on stream. And then people were like, I thought that was the candle bite. And I was like, shit, now I got to do both because I'm an idiot. So, yeah, I think for 5K, Jinx made a joke that mods take over the stream. No, that wasn't the one. That's not the one I'm thinking of. There was something else at 5K that was, like, a little less chaotic than that. But it was something, like, really bizarre. It was something that was strange. But it wasn't anything to do. I don't think it had to do with the mods. Because I don't remember Jinx even saying that one.
Punch me in the
Well,
boob.
I mean, I'm not
Holy,
surprised Jinx said
3
that one.
months already? Time flies when you're
Holy,
having fun.
indeed. Sad Waffle Monkey. I'm so glad you're having fun here. Thank you for the 3-month resub. Congrats on evolving into a silver Eevee. That's so kind of you to stick around for so long. Let's get some pride going in the stream chat here. Thank you so much for being here. Jinx only wants anarchy, and I'm here for it. I mean, I like a good bit of chaos every now and then. Not quite full anarchist when it comes to the stream. Just because I don't want people to be like, oh, well, it went from a safe space to legitimately just the Wild West. Do y'all ever find yourself just saying, why are you like this, and stop to yourself, because that is me constantly? I was telling a story about this the other day, I think like 2 or 3 streams ago, where like my ADHD is so bad that I can catch myself doing something that I'm like, this is really dumb. Why am I doing this?
Lesbian?
Hey,
The
Green,
other
thank you
word.
so much for the 5 gifted
Lesbians?
subs. You really didn't have to do that at all, though. Thank you very much for that. Gifting Case also streams. Bunnytail. Hey, Bunnytail, happy birthday, gifted sub there. Goody the Cutie, Blaze Dragon, and the boy Andrew. If any of you are in the chat, please make sure that you're saying thanks to A Green for your gifted subs, enjoying your emotes and your sub badge. Thank you so much for that. That's really nice of you. Thank you very much for supporting me and other members of the community here. It's really nice of you. Thank you. Very sweet of you. You guys don't have to do that. You guys do way too much, seriously. But thank you so much. What was I talking about a second ago? I blanked on it. Oh, ADD, ADHD. Ironically, I'm blanking and forgetting about my own talk about ADHD. Yo, Ina, 34 months. Thank you.
Sorry for not being in streams.
Yo, it's all good.
Sometimes got me isolating, and I won't
Totally
be
get
staying
it.
long. But I just want to do that big ol' support and hope everyone is doing well.
I know. Well, I completely understand how that goes, how that feels. Thank you for the tier freaking 3, though. Thank you so much for 34 long months in this community. We all support you. If you ever need anything from us, please just let us know. We will do our best to be there to support you in any kind of way possible. Thank you so much, though, Ina. Really do appreciate that big heckin' support you just dropped there. Can we please get some more pride spam in the chat, and maybe some, like, feel-good Inas in the chat? Some hugs to Ina is good. Love all that. You guys are amazing to each other. Are we winning in here? Are you winning, son? What was I talking? Okay, ADHD. I gotta keep my eye on the prize, or I'm actually going to forget what I was talking about to Ozzy Bear long ago. So yeah, Ozzy, I am the same way, where like I catch myself doing something dumb. I was in the shower the other day, and I just like kept singing like stupid songs about like dumb shit, because I always do. My like go-to is I rap about chicken nuggets. It's just, I don't know why. It's something I've done since I was like a teen, like a young teen, like 13 years old. I started like making like improv rap about chicken nuggets. And I just do that all the time. It's like my idle animation, where if I'm left too long alone without any sort of distraction or stimulation of any sort, I will start rapping about chicken nuggets. About how much I like eating them, about how I buy them in bulk, about any number of facts about chicken nuggets, I guess.
Break out the L word.
I know! Holy crap!
other
Wait!
L word.
Whoa!
Lesbians?
Holy cow! Thank you so much, Ina! That's really nice of you, but you did not have to do that much. Holy shorts and pants! Thank you, Ina. 50! Why 50? That's way too many. Thank you so much, though. Thank you so much. You did not have to do that at all, though. Just you dropping by and hanging out for a little bit, sharing some good vibes is all you had to do. Thank you. Holy frickin' frack. Guys, I honestly can't go through every single name that was just gifted, but if you got that little indicator that says you got a gifted sub, please go ahead and thank Ina for your access to the emotes and the sub badge. That is way too nice of you. That's legitimately way too nice of you. Thank you so much. Ina, that really means a lot. Anyone who's here right now who's getting a sub, Ina, you and everyone else who's just like watching right now, thank you so much for just like, thank you for hanging out and just being a part of the community, supporting what I do. Again, I was just talking about this a second ago, like without the support of this community, like, you know, with as much as you guys have been like interacting and watching streams and like watching VODs and like watching my YouTube videos and interacting with me on Twitter and stuff, like there are companies that are taking notice and are like reaching out that I'm like in the process of like talking to about lots of stuff. And I thank you so much, like legitimately thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot. And it's just a lot. It's too much. Thank you so very much, though. I just love you guys so much. I want to support you all and make up for not being here. You don't ever have to make up for not being here. You have your own life to live. You have so many of your own things to take care of. Like, please do not ever feel bad about not being here. I know that, like, it sucks to, like, miss out on streams here and there and to be, like, too busy or too, like, emotionally exhausted or whatever it is that you happen to be going through at the time to make every single stream. Like, I get that. Also, we're losing frames. Oh, no, I hope everyone can still hear me. But that's the thing is, like, the reason I stream as often as I do and I put up the VODs and everything is because I want people to know that, like, even if they miss like a stream live, like, you still have the option to relive those experiences that you might have missed, like watching the VODs, and that when you do come back eventually, or like from whatever you're busy with or occupied with, like we're here for you still. Well, of course we remember who you are. Of course we want to support you. Of course we're gonna be here to just, you know, make sure that you're feeling comfortable and chill again the way that you remember feeling. Like, just don't ever feel like you have to make up for anything, because you've already done so much that there's no way that I can make up for all that you've done for this community. It really means a lot, Ina. It means so much that you're part of what we do. So you can still hear me, guys? Okay, good. I'm glad that you were able to hear me during all of that. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you a lot, though. I don't remember what I was saying again. What is wrong with
Lesbians?
Guys, this is not, we don't need to do this tonight.
Lesbians?
Thank you so much, Kay and Charisma, for the 5 gifted to the community. Larkinfly, Sophie Ann, Gamer Forever, Sunshine Day, and Candy Parish. If any of you are in the chat, please enjoy your emotes and your sub badges. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, supporting this stream this much. Like, so many people in chat have the sub badges, and it's crazy to see. And I thank you so much for being here and just watching tonight. Again, I don't have like any crazy sort of like plan tonight. We're just chatting and hanging out and catching up. I've been so exhausted lately. I've been so like out of it and just like physically tired and mentally tired from like just the world and just the fact that I have a place where I get to come and hang out and just vibe with you all and like listen to tunes and chat about whatever. Like that means a lot to me. It is so like, it's such a recharge for my soul. Like, you guys do too much though. Dismiss, thank you so much for the 500 bits. That's so nice. Thank you so much. Can we please keep the pride going for all the support? This is way too much. You guys really don't have to do any of this, but thank you. I miss this so much. Love you guys. Well, Haven, thank you for being here. Nerdy, thank you for the big bits.
Stream is just chat saying time to make Ryan cry with our love. Might as well join
I mean,
in.
people do too. Jenna, don't do this also. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted in chat. Holy crap. Listen, Jenna. All right, thank you. I mean, now chat knows that you bribed me with subs so that I would give you mod. Now they know how it works. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you for gifting short, awkward guys.
I haven't been here too long, but I'm glad I can be a part of this community. I love you guys.
It's really nice of you. Thank you, A Green, for the 2-month resub. It's super nice getting to know you. It's really, really cool to be able to hang out with you. Thank you so very much. Jenna, thank you for gifting short, awkward. Snake Queen. Oh my god, there's so much happening. There's no fate. Yeah, the new mods are paying me off for giving them mod. Thank you so much, Corey, for the 500 bits. I appreciate that. If you are short, awkward, Snake Queen, Panthers, pay no attention to me. Honey Bear Bean, Rowan is sleeping. Abby 69420. Nice name. Nice, very nice name. Twitchy, Litchy, Kaiza, or actually Orion. If any of you are in the chat, please make sure you're saying thanks to Jenna for those 10 gifted and enjoy those emotes and whatnot. Thank you so much. This is such a good way to start Spooktober. There's nothing spooky about this. It's just I'm intimidated by everything that everyone's doing. It's really nice of you, but just don't. Thank you so much. Seriously. Speaking of, I will be doing horror games this month, so those of you who are more sensitive to, like, creepy games, I'm going to try to do ones that aren't, like, super jump scare dominant. Like, obviously, we're playing Layers of Fear. Oh, my God. Sky, why? No, you don't. This is a bad bit. This is literally a bad joke. You don't have to do that. Thank you very much for the $7.99. I appreciate that a lot, but you do not have to do that. Thank you so much for the support. But book club pog, no, it's a bad bit. We don't need to do the book club bit. That died with the first Lara Croft game, all right? When we start the second Lara Croft game, you can start a new book club bit that's like, send me one bit at a time in chat or something, okay? Thank you so much, Nerdy Thespian, for the bits. The spoopy is our love and support. Oh, boy. I mean, it is pretty spoopy. How about traditioning? Listen, traditioning, that's ancient memes, okay? Traditioning went away a long time ago. What was the things I was trying to say at all? I don't remember anything.
Oh, hey. Am I coming in during break, Brian?
I guess, apparently.
Mother Smug, I appreciate you all so much, and it has been an amazing 16 months, give or take, in this community. Love you all and proud of you.
Oh, Brookie, thank you so much for the 16-month resub chat. Can we please keep the pride going? You guys are really sweet, but you don't... I thank you so much for doing way too much. Like, it really means a lot that you're all here. You don't have to do everything that you're doing. I know it's my birthday, but I couldn't help myself. Love you, Brian, in chat. Well, Bunnytail, thank you for those bits. I'm so glad that you're here. You were talking about your ADHD. Oh, yeah, that feels like it was a different stream at this point. What was I even talking about? Oh, my God. Guys, thank you so much for everything you just did there. You don't... What the farts, dude? Why? That is so much, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you. But that's too much. We can stop now, right? It's okay to stop. Thank you very much, Steelers. I appreciate that. You don't have to worry about not having a lot. That's the whole thing, is like, you're sharing your time. You're sharing your time here with us, and that's enough. And I always appreciate having you around. It's always nice hanging out here with you. What was I gonna say? My brain is somewhere in a different dimension now. ADHD talk. Yes. Okay, so basically the point of it is I would catch myself singing about... I will never be able to tell this story, will I? Oh my God.
Lesbians?
Thank you, Dismissed. Thank you so much for the 2 gifted subs to Litus, Twitch, and Sharky Sarky. That's so nice of you. Thank you very much. If any of you are in the chat, please make sure you're saying thank you for the gifted subs. To make it an even 80, we don't need to do that, though. Also, thank you so much, Robin Zoe, for the bits. Hi, I might as well give you the rest of my bits. I was going to at some point anyway. Very nice 69 bits, by the way. I appreciate that. Haven't been on streams for a while because when I moved house, I didn't have internet. Totally understandable. This might be my last bits for a while, but thanks for everyone for cheering me up tonight. Thank you for hanging out here with us. Honestly, like, you're what is my brain saying? Don't worry about not being able to spend bits or anything. Like, seriously. What is brain happen in brain? I feel like I'm like losing my mind now. Oh my God. I legitimately can't think of what the hell I was saying a second ago. Oh my God. Thank you, Sky. You're talking about horror games for this month. Yes, that too. That's right. My ADHD is so bad that I catch myself saying that kind of thing, and then I'm like, I'm like, stop it. I don't want to do that. It's stupid. Why am I singing about chicken nuggets? And then legitimately, like 30 seconds later, I start doing it again, like without realizing that I'm doing it. Once, thank you for gifting a sub to Akran. Achrann. I don't know how to say that name. It could be Akran. It could be Akran. It could, I don't know. Either way, if you're in the chat, please make sure you're saying thanks to Once. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. That's really generous of you. I've had microwave brain all day. You're not alone. Lav, I legitimately have been so, like, emotionally and physically tired today that I almost was like, I might not stream tonight. And then I was like, well, we can make it chill and laid back, and I'll just hang with the community. And they...
Here in the book club where we buy books to scare Brian by buying books. That's
there's no real books. Please do not stop it. Please stop. Thank you for the $1 billion. I really appreciate that a lot. That's really nice of you, but you don't have to do that. Thank you. Good God, why? That's too much. The book club meme is too expensive. I'm going to say that right now. The book club meme is too expensive. Emma, thank you so much for the $7.99. It's too expensive, though. You don't need to do that. You can make your point by memeing in the chat for free. It's a free website with a free chat room that you can use for free. God, gee. All right, I think I talked enough about ADHD. I think I shared that. I was talking about horror games, so, like, we're already in the middle of Layers of Fear, which unfortunately does have a lot of, like, crazy jump scares in it. But we're gonna finish that this month. I don't wanna, but we're gonna have to. So we're gonna play that, but I'm gonna try to find some games that are, like, really creepy, but aren't, like, super jump scare reliant, like, more psychological horror games. So I'm gonna be playing a bunch of those this month. I'm still going to be playing nice chill-out games like Spiritfarer to just, like, not always be scared all month. But I promise you that I know, like, a lot of you wanted me to play, like, horror games and see me be scared and frightened of literally everything that moves on the screen. And so that will probably happen. Not very excited about it, but it might happen. The updated Mad Father. You know what? I haven't played the updated Mad Father yet. The Mad Father was one of the games that helped spawn, like, the original RPG Maker horror game. Was one of my first, like, longer Let's Plays ever on my YouTube channel. And it was, like, the inception of, like, the Girbeagly voice.
Welcome to our
What
club.
the hell,
Welcome,
Brookie? That is a lot!
Welcome, Squidward.
Welcome, Squidward!
Welcome, Squidward. Girbeagly.
Brookie, thank you, but no. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you for the huge bits. Can we please get more pride? Please. That's really nice of you, but not necessary. Guys, why are you continuing this? Is this because if I put the glasses back on, will people stop? Is it like, oh, wow, like, what happened? Thank you so much, Dismiss, for the gifted sub to Void Next Door. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much for that support. It's really kind of you, but you don't have to do that. Why is this is an insane amount of subs. This is too many subs. I'm so used to you with glasses now. Lav literally said at the beginning of one of the streams where I wasn't wearing them, like, a while back. She was like, I'm so used to you with glasses that I didn't recognize you for a second. Oh, God. What the hell am I gonna do? I don't remember what else I was going to talk about, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to join for as many streams as I can, but Scary Search horror games, with how late you stream, it can lead to disrupting my sleep. Totally understand, Nerdy. I'm actually, as a result of that, or not as a result of that, I'm gonna try to do those, like, earlier. I promise you, I'll try to... Oh my God, Johnny!
Is Brian flustered yet?
Why? Yes, I'm very flustered. You really don't do... Thank you so much for the huge bits. That really means a lot. That really means a lot. Johnny, can we please get some pride, please? Johnny, you, of all people, never need to give me another cent ever in your entire life. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot. But you don't have to do that. Thank you, Nerdy, that's who I was talking about. Nerdy Thespian, yeah, no, I totally get that. I'm going to be doing some of the streams before bed because some people like the immersion and ambiance. So if you have to, like, duck out for those streams, completely understandable. Again, I'm very hyper aware that not everyone is into the horror genre. I'm not that into the horror genre. I'd rather watch people play horror games than play them myself. But I know how much some people have wanted me to do it for, like, a long time. So, yeah, that's probably gonna happen. But also, I'm gonna be playing some of my streams a little bit earlier, so that, like, there's a little bit of daylight and you don't get super spooked. And then also, RPG Maker horror games, I feel like aren't gonna be so scary that they're going to keep people up because they're just, like, sort of cartoony and goofy, and it's more of, like, there are, like, little jump scare moments in those, and there's, like, creepy themes, but it's not necessarily quite as immersive as a game that relies on, like, first-person perspective. So there's gonna be a good mix if I can help it. One of the pile of shame games that I might start simultaneous to when I start back up Hollow Knight sometime this month is I will be doing a game called Pocket Mirror that I played a lot of. Just, you know, don't play Corpse Party. I will not be replaying Corpse Party. Don't worry. I will not be replaying Corpse Party, Ina. That I don't even know if you're allowed to play that on stream, like, because of the stuff they talk about. Oh my gosh! No, you don't have to do that though. It's been done. We're done. We're done with the money part of the stream. Money part over. Money part over. Thank you so much, though, Yezi, for the 333. I appreciate that a lot. What the I honestly just blanked on what the hell I was just talking about, dude. Pocket Mirror. There we go. I legitimately forgot what I was talking about. Yo, Az, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. You were talking about how you can't play Corpse Party. Yes, that too, yeah. But there's some of the subject matter in Corpse Party, I'm pretty sure, like, is against TOS as well. So we're not going to play that. I don't even want to anyway. That's like a 40-hour game. That is one of the longest YouTube series I ever did on my channel. It's just very... Yeah, exactly, Joe. There's the line, butter up my pooper in it. So it's like... Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Sad Waffle Monkey for the $1. You really don't have to do that. Also, Yezi, thank you. You thought? Yeah, I thought because I don't... You don't need to continue to do it, but thank you very much for the $1.11, Yezi. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Oh my God, chat! Stop for one moment. Slipped in the money section door before it closed. Thank you, Blogger says what brief for the huge bits. Thank you so much for that. I literally almost just said thank you for the huge bits. Thank you so much for the huge bits. I can't stop. I can't do this is all the brain auto repeating. Thank you so much, but we're just streaming. We're hanging out. We're chill. This is give me 1 second. Here's the thing too. So Ethan makes fun of me all the time about this shit, like when he like tunes into streams, and then he'll like text me and be like, "Dude, how are you not used to this yet?" I don't know. Probably because like a majority of my life wasn't like this. This is like very new in the grand scheme of like if we're gonna like play the proportions game. A larger proportion of my life was not involved with this type of thing happening to me, and now that this is happening to me, it's a lot. So, yeah, chill chat, and I have to laugh. Yeah, I thought, you know, I thought I did something with the title. What was I gonna do? Because my brain is gone. I need to put one of those protective sleeves that you'd put on CDs to help stop it skipping on your brain. Yeah, I mean, honestly, here's the thing: is like. Ina, if there's a brain protector out there that's like an old CD sleeve and you can find it, then point me in the right direction, because I'll use the revenue from those 50 gifted subs for that. And I'll have a doctor just shove that in my ear and go, Johnny, what are you doing? Why? What the hell? It's a random-ass Thursday, yo. I started at like 11 at night. What the hell? I haven't even talked that good. I hate my laugh too because like when I get like this overwhelmed, it goes up like 700 octaves, and I sound like a chipmunk joker. I don't know. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Brookie, not you too. Good God. Seriously, thank you so much for the 10. Thank you so much. Johnny, thank you for gifting MJ Forever. Charmamber Senpai, Ben, with the 0 at the end after all the underscores. Hannah M, Detective Turtle of Justice, Cosmic Coffee, Kelsey May, K-Mog, Zuzu Yama, Iris Nora. Thank you. If any of you I just read out got a sub, please make sure you're saying thanks to Johnny for those. Thank you also to Brookie for the 10, to Kimchi, Kaylin. Why is this continuing?
The other L word.
Thank you, Emma.
Lesbians.
I'm going to burp, and I guess. I was going to say I'm going to throw up, but I'm not actually going to throw up or anything. That's against TOS. And it also would make people yucky feeling. Good God, Emma, thank you. Can I catch up for 1 second? Can I frickin' catch up, dude? Biz Bill, Zombie Goddess, Tactical Shovel, Plain Easy and Simple, Mino, our no nice guy. Sock Potato, Yellow Dragon Rider, and Gamer Knight Steve. If any of you are in the chat, please make sure you're saying thanks to Brookie. Also, Emma, thank you very much for the gifted 10. Also, why so much? Why do we have over 100 subs? What the hell is wrong with you people, dude? I love you all. I really appreciate you, but I was just like, it's downtime with, like, the community. We're gonna chill out, and we're gonna have, like, a good time talking about, I don't know, farts, because I'm sure one of you would bring up something cursed, and then also talking about how someone's pet had just celebrated their 2nd birthday, and how adorable is that? And we're gonna get into wholesome hours about that or something. But what is going on tonight? I legitimately have nothing to say except noises, apparently. Thank you, Steelers, for those bits. Emma, thank you for gifting. It's Goonsby, Shadow813, Justin, IYR, Shastadon, Motherfucking Dragons. That's an awesome username. Azura, an NB artist, Gaki-kun, Connor, not Connor, and Skinny Jeans. If any of you are in the chat, please make sure that you're saying thanks to Emma for those ones. Oh, my God. Thank you, seriously. No, I like your laugh. It makes me sad when people make fun of people's laughs. Bit of different topic, but it's like the happiest sound you can make, and you're making fun of someone for it. I saw a tweet that was like that. That was like, hey, don't make fun of people's laughs, because that's like their happy noise. But like, I don't normally laugh like that. That's the thing is, when I get overwhelmed, I legitimately, like, my voice goes up and, like, my... Cheers, love. Which is a very natural response, right? But it just, thank you, 8 Green, for the 100 bits, the big bits. Let's keep the pride going in chat here for a second while I catch my breath and my heartbeat goes down to normal rate. I just thought of something I want to make you, so, like, no promises, but maybe there will be something sent to you. Mads, you don't have to do that. You've done so much for me already. You really don't have to do that. I have so many different laughs. I do too, Chaotic. I notice it's, like, really situational, but, like, when I laugh, like, really hard, and it's, like, I am, like, all in for the laughter, and I am, like, 100%, like, just, like, either overwhelmed by how funny something was or like what is happening to me. Oh my God. As I like you, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the big bits. But you don't ever have to give me bits. Thank you very much for that. But I noticed my laugh goes up into like the stratosphere of octaves. It is like really high. And it's just, yeah, my laugh ranges from a light bubbly laugh to a hysterical wheezing laugh. Yeah, Sky, I have a range of laughs. Like, if something just mildly amuses me, like I got like a sort of chuckle, but then every now and then, like, Morgan and I will be watching like a Danny Gonzalez video or something like that, and like I will just lose my shit and not be able to like breathe because I'm laughing so hard. I don't remember what the hell I was talking about, guys. I'm so sorry. Danny is so funny. He is such a funny dude. He is such a funny dude. And he does shit in like such a good way. Like, I don't know, like something about something about Danny's sense of humor is it's like, it's sort of like, it's condescending to like the right type of people, because he's like condescending to people who are doing like bad or super bizarre and like borderline inappropriate shit. But he's not like a total asshole about it. Like, he doesn't like call them names. He just says whatever they're doing is like horrible and stupid. So it just, good Lord. I had to snort during a theater show, so I now snort every time I laugh. Oh no, link me to Earth. You know what? I am the same way, where sometimes when I like act out something enough, like for like a script or whatever, like I accidentally incorporate it, or if I hang out with certain people, you know, like their accent diffuses into me, or some of their mannerisms. Like I'll do that a lot. So it's like really contextual when I'm around like friends, because like I unconsciously will start like talking the way that some of them do, or whatever. So, and I know Ethan does that a lot too. Like, obviously, like that's a big thing that him and I are like really well known for when we get together, is we both just sort of devolve into sounding the exact same and being like really dumb. So, what the hell was I Shira, what's up? Good to see you here. I'm sorry, I'm really out of it. So if I don't notice, everyone's messages, and if I don't know how to do anything, that's on me, because I have tired brain today. Thank you, Captain Nemo, for the big bits as well. Can we please get some more spam of pride in the chat? That is not the way that normal humans say that sentence. Good God. Oh my God. What if you played American McGee's Alice? It's spoopy atmosphere without jump scares. It's got fall/Halloween written all over it. That's not a bad idea. I've always wanted to play those games. I'll just have to like look up the ESRB stuff about it to make sure that it's not going to be triggering to anyone, because I want to try to stay away from those types of games as well. But thank you for the suggestion. It is a game I've never played before, and I kind of want to do that. What in the butts was I even talking about? Should I even like try to go back to what I was talking about earlier? What about Night in the Woods? I don't know if I'd replay that on stream. Maybe I will. I love that game. That is one of my favorite games of all time, but it takes like a little bit to get going, is the only issue with it. Is like, it's not super spooky. Little Nightmares. Yes, that is one, Haven, that I am 100% going to do, because I've never played that. I actually bought that recently specifically for this month. So yeah, okay, so yeah, we were talking about Halloween games. We're talking about October games. There was something, Pocket Mirror is an RPG horror game that I never finished over on the YouTube channel. That is a pile of shame game that I will definitely be doing at some point this month. So we will be doing that at some point. Alice in Madness Returns could be a cool spooky game. Don't know if it's got any triggering content. Yeah, I'll research all of those and double check them. I named my kitten May after the character in Night in the Woods. I love that. May is my favorite character. I often joke that I am May because I can really relate to a lot of the sort of existential dread that she senses and feels in that. I've actually thought of doing like a really casual like Girbeagly cosplay where I just do like exaggerated cat eye to like get the cat persona across, and maybe wear like cat ears or something, and then just like dress in May's outfit from the game, and then just do that as like a quick cosplay thing, like closet cosplay thing. I absolutely love Night in the Woods, though. It's one of my favorite games ever. Wait, some more points again, but a bit of a game suggestion. Have you played Until Dawn? I have not yet, and people have been begging me for years to play it. I haven't played many horror games, but that one was super scary for me. I've heard that game is unbelievably adrenaline-filled panic the entire time. Like, I've heard like a ton of people tell me that game is like so good, but like absolutely horrifying. By people he means me. Well, I mean, you normally kickstart the Until Dawn talk, but also like there's a ton of people who have told me to play it. Oh yeah, it's wild. Maybe I'll give it a shot. Maybe I will give it a shot. I've never actually streamed anything for my PS4, but I got to do that, and I got to do Detroit Become Human is the other big one on PS4 that I really need to do. So maybe, I mean, we played Man of Medan, which was made by the same studio as Until Dawn, and everyone was like, Until Dawn is way better than Man of Medan. But also they have what's it called, like Little Hope or something like that, that's coming out for Man of Medan. It's gonna be like the new one, like the new chapter in that. So I might decide to do that sometime soon, or play the demo maybe. There are some jump scares though, but it's because it's one of those normal tropey horror games. Got it. Yeah, that's the thing that I've heard about Until Dawn is it's the same gameplay style Man of Medan, where there's a lot of jump scares because it's like those quick time events sort of make up a bulk of it. So yes, it comes out this month. Oh God, maybe I'll think about it. There's a lot. You guys know it has taken me literally 2 years now to try to beat Layers of Fear. Like, I started that game 2 years ago. So I think at the pace that I'm going with horror games, it's pretty safe to say that we can't pile on too many of them for this month, because I will probably only be able to get through only a couple of them. So I think that, like, Layers of Fear will be finished this month. I hate that I'm making that promise, but I have to, because we have to get rid of that game. It has to stop haunting me. And then also... there's, I don't know, what else? What's did I say? Little Nightmares for sure. That's the other guaranteed one. So those two games. Last of Us is technically a horror game. I would prefer not to play Last of Us on stream. Last of Us 1 has some pretty heavy themes that could be really triggering for people. Maybe Last of Us 2. I don't know. I haven't even picked it up yet because I wanted to wait for the hype to die down to play it at my own pace. Because that's just sort of the type of person that I am. So, yeah. Chat gonna go do something, or get something to eat before I inevitably forget. Okay, no problem, Ozzy Bear. Take care of yourself. You deserve it. He's played the first game? Yeah, and I have played the first game already anyway, but yeah. The Layers of Fear stream was one of the best moments of the St. Jude Charity Month. That is always people's, like, favorite, because I am... not good with horror games, and that is a horror game that I don't know. I'm gonna have to like be like tipsy every stream. I think I might go through some of this month just being a little bit out of it, because I don't know if sober brain can handle Layers of Fear. Like, the amount of anxiety that game gives me for some reason. Spooky's House. I played Spooky's House back when it was, they renamed that like Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, right? It is adorable. Yeah, I thought it was adorable as well. The Hungry Pumpkin is a horror game. The Roblox Hungry Pumpkin is totally... Survive Roblox Hungry Pumpkin is a horror game on on Roblox. Yeah, I back before Spooky's House of Jump Scares was rebranded as Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, I played that on the YouTube channel, and if you watch that video, I don't do super well, you know? I look forward to seeing you play a scary game for the first time. It's not. Yeah, Brookie says it perfectly there. You scare me more than the game, but yeah, I die laughing watching you play Layers of Fear and Man of Medan. I legitimately, like, duck off camera sometimes when I'm playing horror games because I get so scared. So that's like the big thing is I normally scream louder than the jump scares in the game, and that normally scares people way more than whatever jump scare is that is going on. One thing that I hope a lot is so I'm getting my pop filter soon for this microphone. I'm getting a pop filter that's in the mail, and it will hopefully keep my plosives, my P's and my B's and my T's and things like that from like making the mic pop too much. And then once that's happened, since it has the built-in compensator, which every time I yell, I'm like, guys, did I peak the mic? I didn't. Whoa, that's crazy that it didn't peak, because the game has like a built-in equalizer, or the mic has like a built-in equalizer. I have a feeling that it will be a little bit easier in people's ears when we finally jump back into playing Layers of Fear. I think that's like the biggest thing is like, there is going to be less mic peaking, so hopefully less horrible sound on your side, viewers. I hope that that's something that happens. Literally, you are more scary than the game. Yeah, Brian screams so loud, it's so bad. I know. I'm admitting to that. Yeah, poor headphones users during your horror streams. Yeah, so I hope that the new mic keeps people's brains from exploding, because that shit is... I feel bad that I do that to people. Yo, what's up, Youngblooded? Welcome. Thank you for the bit. I appreciate that. Going to bed. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful night. Get some good rest. Horror stuff never really bothers me, both movies and games. I love watching them because I find them so funny. The characters in them make me feel better about my own intelligence. Well, sure. I mean, you can't have a good horror movie unless the people are so dumb that they get into like a dumb situation. But something that like I always talk about like horror movies, it's been a really long time since a horror movie's actually frightened Morgan and I, or gotten like under our skin in any kind of way. Like obviously like there's gory scenes and gross like subject matter that like we're like, ugh, gross. Why did they even like include that? That's stupid. But that's not frightening to us. That's more of like, ugh, why did they do that? Like, but as far as like actual like scares, like organic, genuine like fear that we felt, we barely ever feel that from movies, but games get both of us for some reason. Like I used to play this game called Fatal Frame on PlayStation 2 when Morgan and I first met, and I would play it in my very small apartment on this tiny like tiny TV, and so we'd have to like put our faces like really close to the TV to like see what was going on the screen, because it was like an old box TV. And Fatal Frame, oh man, yeah, it's honestly legitimately one of the scariest games I feel like I've ever played. But we had to like stop playing because we thought it was so scary, and we ended up like I hid the game case because I was like, I don't even want to see the game case because it reminds me too much of the moments in the game that made me super scared. So I hid this PS2 game that I had found this game like on like a rare games rack and like spent like $40 to buy it. And because I was like, oh, I've heard so much about this game. Like, how scary could it really be? And I got so creeped out by it that I legitimately like put it behind like all other games in my like game rack. Like it was like buried behind like layers of my other PS2 games. But like it's one of those things where like if we watch someone else play a horror game, we don't get as freaked out. But it's for some reason like if it's like in person, there's like that immersion aspect, and it was like really, really, I don't know, that game was so creepy to us. Like there's this part in the game where you're walking by a staircase. So the point of the game, for those of you who have never seen it, is you take pictures of ghosts to like defeat them with like a special mystical camera. And like there's this part where you're walking by this freaking staircase in the game, and a disembodied head rolls down, like a ghost head rolls down the stairs, and it just scared the shit out of me so bad that I like threw the controller. And it's just I think I've talked about this before. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm so flusterbrained that I've talked about this before. I just realized like the other day of that there's that scene, and there's the scene where there's like the creepy, horrible, evil woman who like is chasing you throughout the entire game, and she appears in one of the save point rooms. So like you think the whole game, it's been built up that like these save point rooms are these safe havens. Like there's no music, there's no like menacing atmosphere. It's just like these really safe rooms that are just quiet. And when you get into the specific one in the game, if you like, I think you like peek behind like a curtain in like one corner of the room, like she's standing there and she's like, bah! And like jumps at the screen, and it's like really freaky. And then she disappears, and then because she can't actually hurt you in the safe room, but it's just such a jolt, and you feel like so like it's such an invasive thing, because the whole game it's established like these rooms you will not experience any bad stuff, and then you experience the bad stuff in the safe room, and you go, okay, I'm turning the game off forever now. So yeah, that's one of those. That's evil. Yeah, exactly, Megan. That's one of those games that boy, it got like really. But I like psychological horror like that a lot more. But like it's just. But as far as movies go, going all the way back to my original point, like movies like barely ever scare me. It's very hard for me to find like a horror movie that's scary. But Morgan and I always talk about when we're watching those. that instead of like dumb protagonists, it would be really cool if there was like a horror movie where people live in a universe where they've also seen horror movies before, so they know how to, like sort of like Scream, but not like a dark humor comedy style movie. It's an actual straight up horror movie where they're like, okay, whoa, there's like a ghost haunting us. Let's stick together instead of splitting up everywhere. Let's go do like the thing where we like try to like, give them their final rites so like the spirit passes on by like us visiting their grave or whatever. Like something like that where the protagonists are really smart and they actually try to do things. Like they don't just like run away from the bad thing. Like they actually try to fight it or whatever and try to kill it. Like stand up to it in some kind of way. Like I think that would be really cool. And the twist will be they do everything right in the movie. Like that would be like, that's what a smart person would do. And they still end up getting killed. And then the bleak existential horror sinks in at the end of the movie of they did everything right and they still can't get away from this thing and it's going to kill them. And they sort of just get depressed and give up and die. And that would be like way more horrifying to me. In my opinion. So, yeah. All right, my concentration keeps seeing shiny things everywhere but the stream, which is my cue to get some sleep. Yo, take care, Johnny. Thank you so much for your support of the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us. I hope that you have a wonderful night. Get some very, very, very good rest. Thank you for being here. The Betamac, take care. Thank you so much for chilling with us. Really do appreciate you chilling. I just said that twice. Not doing well tonight in my brain, guys. I'm sorry again. If people are like, oh, it's going to be a nice chill, Girbeagly stream. We're going to just like hang out and Brian's going to maybe be able to speak English this time. And then instead, my brain is under so much like mental and like physical stress at any given time. I'm unable to think or speak. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. I'm really doing my best. It's never a chill stream when chat is around. You do have a point. I sort of have the odds stacked against me, right, Master Owl? No need to apologize. We did not expect you to be able to speak. Thank you. I'm glad that this is part of my brand. I watched Sinister recently. That movie creeped me out for once. There's some creepy moments in Sinister. I just thought the execution of the movie itself was a little bit weak. I thought that like the idea of like this weird, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but like there is like an element of like this unknown, like horrible thing happening. And then I feel like they over explain it by the end. They almost like do way too much to be like, well, this is actually what's going on. And this is why like this needs to like be done to get like rid of this thing. And like I thought that storytelling wise it was like very interesting for like maybe the first like quarter of the movie, and then like after that it got a little weaker as it went on. But I can definitely recognize and acknowledge that there are some like creepy elements to it and some like really beautiful cinematography in the first one especially. Bunnytail, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Happy birthday again, Bunnytail. Thank you so much for joining us for a bit. Really appreciate that a lot. Seriously. There was one time because I was so new to the horror genre when FNAF came out, I'd watched so many people play that. I just refused to sleep between the hours of 12 and 6 a.m. for 5 nights, so every time it hit 6 a.m. I'd fall asleep. Oh no. I can see where FNAF would have been really scary for anyone new to the horror genre. For me personally, by the time FNAF came out, I had already, been forged in the fires of like Silent Hill and Resident Evil, which are two of my favorite horror franchises for gaming. But also it's one of those things where to me, Five Nights at Freddy's is too much of like a jump scare simulator. So there's the tension of knowing like a jump scare is coming. And I really like that about FNAF, that there is like tension. You don't know when it's going to happen. But at the end of the day, the gameplay itself became so annoying to me that I actually gave up playing the game. Because I was like, this is literally a resource management game. You just monitor how much battery you have left. You shut the doors when you can. You check the cameras. And And that's sort of just the cycle you repeat. And granted, in the first game, it's very basic. And since then, Scott has definitely like expanded the repertoire of like the gameplay elements. So good for him, as well as the deep lore that's like a part of like the FNAF universe, which is always very, very interesting. But I think like the first one for me, like kind of didn't do anything for me because it was just so basic and more of like it's a resource management game with jump scares, and to me that didn't equal horror very much. That was just anxiety simulator of like a jump scare is going to come and it's going to suck, and that was about it. It wasn't like anything that was actually like horror based. It was just jump scares. Personally, I have a twisted love of Corpse Party. It makes the back of my neck tingly in that this is fucked way. It's the only horror game that made me close to being sick. Okay, so Corpse Party, I've shared my thoughts on Corpse Party before, but I will do this again here for you, Flace Pants. I personally enjoyed Corpse Party. I really did, but I think I would have enjoyed Corpse Party much more if I wasn't recording it for YouTube, because what ended up happening was by like episode like 50 whatever that I was on for Corpse Party, I was like, please let this game be over now. Please this game is too long. This game is way too goddamn long. Can we please end this game now? It's just, and I wasn't getting creeped out anymore because basically what had happened was the same motifs, the same sort of like jump scares, the same sort of situations had already started like repeating and becoming more repetitive within the game environment itself. But those first like couple hours of Corpse Party genuinely are some of the most screwed up like things that have happened. And granted, there's like also like some weird subject matter in there that's like, stay away from that. But it's just one of those things where I liked Corpse Party a lot, but it would have been way better if I hadn't had to like actually just like play it for the camera. I one time got jump scared by a bunch of bunnies. I was playing The Last Door. And it's a point-and-click horror game that's like 16-bit graphics, but it does such a good job at setting atmosphere that a circle of bunnies just appeared at one screen that I literally jumped out of my chair. Nerdy Thespian, you must have missed the streams where I talked about The Last Door, because that was one of my very early Let's Plays on YouTube, and I never ever finished the series. That's another pile of shame game that I've been waiting to do, so maybe that will be one for this month, because that is, like you said, it's point-and-click, so it's a little bit easier to get into without everybody basically like just freaking out about like first person jump scares and like the horrors of that. So it's something where I love The Last Door, and I think it's one of those incredibly underrated titles that I would love to return to. I think it would be amazing. I think it would be very, very cool to return to that one. I'm glad that someone in chat even knows what it is, because it is beautiful, and the soundtrack is really good. On top of that, like you said, there's those like old school 16-bit graphics that make up everything, make it almost like more horrible, because like everything gets so dark, your visibility is so low in the game. The details you sort of have to like look at, like get close to the screen to sort of like see what's going on. And then on top of that, it's just like very, very cool to be able to just like experience a story that is so bizarrely out there, because it's almost like a horror opera in a way. I don't know how to describe it. The story is like so Lovecraftian and creepy and bizarre that like it's so hard to wrap your head around what's going on. I think I played up through like Act 2 or 3 or something in it, but that is definitely one that I would love to return to at some point. So yeah. Heck, I'd love to say, but it's 12:17 a.m. here, and I need to wake up to go to the hospital in the morning. Take care, chat, and Brian, love y'all. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the circumstances are for the hospital, but good luck. Thank you so much for hanging out here, DJ. Really, really do appreciate you being here. Hope that everything goes well with whatever you have to go to the hospital for, and get some great sleep. Thank you very much for chilling with us for a little bit. Really do appreciate you. I wasn't here when you talked about it. Love the game. I'm working on the second collection right now. Had to take a break for a bit. Got stuck at a puzzle. I love it so much for literally all the reasons you just described. It's amazing, and I'm sad it's not talked about more. It's a really, really old game. Yeah, it's one that like I think flew under the radar because that type of like point and click, like pixelated game just wasn't big at the time. It didn't get as much like YouTube coverage as it could have, etc. So I definitely want to revisit that. That is actually a great reminder for me to do that as potentially a pile of shame game for this month, because it does have a lot of really, really creepy moments. A lot of really, really creepy moments. Forgot how many parts there are to that game. Yeah, me too. Honestly, I think that they're up to like part 4 or 5 or something. But yeah. Do you think you play Phasmophobia? Now a lot of. Oh my God, Ina!
Last time I
Why?
for a while because
What
I
the
didn't
hell?
I'll have the energy to be in chat again. But I just wanted to say
What
that
the
I love you all very
fudge,
much, and
Ina?
I'm so thankful to have all of you in my life.
Ina, that
don't know where I'd be if I didn't have this community. You're all so beautiful inside and out. Less than
good night and have a wonderful rest of the stream. Ina, thank you for being here. And again, thank you so freaking much, Ina. That is an unbelievable amount of bits. I have words for you. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much, chat. Thank you for throwing the pride in the spam pride in the chat. Holy crap, I can't even talk. Ina, here I touched on this briefly before. Here's the thing. First of all, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful night. Get some really restful sleep. But I know how it feels to like want to curl up and sort of, just sort of take care of yourself for a little bit. Feel your own feelings, isolate yourself from the world just so that you can sort of deal with whatever it is that you're dealing with at the time. I completely understand how that goes. Just know that you never, ever, ever have to like make up for missing streams. You never, ever, ever have to feel like you're letting anyone down by not being here. That's not the way we think of you in any way, shape, or form. We love always seeing you here, but we also understand if you need that break, that step back to just sort of chill out and to like, let yourself focus on number one. That's an important thing, I think, is to get to that point where you are aware that like, you need to take care of you before you can take care of anything else. And if that means putting the streams on the back burner, if that means putting something else on the back burner so you can focus on what needs to get done, I totally get how that is. I always appreciate you being here, but also you've been here for such a long time in this community and been such an important part of it and been someone that I've really honestly loved getting to know. Like you don't, please don't feel bad about taking a step away to take care of yourself. We are sending nothing but love and support whenever you decide to return from whatever hiatus you need to take. We completely get it, and we are going to be here with open arms, and we are going to just be incredibly happy to see you back. We're going to celebrate when you come back, So, thank you, though. You do not have to. I really appreciate that a lot, but you don't have to do as much as you do. I really, really hope that you're taking care of you, though. Please take care of you, because you are, at the end of the day, you're what matters to all of us a lot. Holy cow. What was I talking about? I'm sorry. I don't remember. There's too much happening tonight. You guys are doing too much. Thank you so much for everything everybody does. Wow, 113 subs. I know, Jesus Christ. Is it that? This is not an okay number. That is too much. That's crazy. I thank you for that. The Last Door and other horror games. I was talking about Phasmophobia. Someone brought up. I think Trinity brought that up in the chat. I've seen a lot of people playing it. I don't know if I'll play it or not. It depends on how my friends are feeling. If I can get a crew of friends together who want to play it, then I'll definitely do so. But it's nothing that's like so far up on my priority list that I'm gonna like jump out of my seat to do it. I hear it's really scary, though. A lot of people have told me it's incredibly scary. Oh, my God. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all so much. Good night. Yo, Ina, please, I hope tonight you get the most restful sleep you've gotten in a long time. I hope that you feel better and you wake up just feeling refreshed in every way, shape, and form. Oh, God. What the hell was I talking? There's other stuff. I know there was more I was talking about, but can we get to 900 a night? That's not, that's not necessary, Bree. The fact that we're even in distance of that, like, is crazy. Good God. What is Phasmophobia? It's like a haunted... It's like it's a multiplayer horror game, and it's like you and your friends are in like a haunted house type situation, or haunted abandoned warehouse or some shit like that. I don't know exactly what the setting is. I just know that there's really creepy looking ghosts in it, and it's multiplayer, and it's creepy. So yeah, I laughed like crazy watching Sean's video on Phasmophobia. This game looks like a lot of fun. Like I said, I've heard that it's fantastic. There's actually some of my friends are like some of the most jaded horror game Let's Players of all time. Like John Wolf, those of you guys who know John. John's a great dude. I love John a lot. But his shtick is sort of like, all right, we're playing another horror game. Oh boy, let's see how shitty this one is. And he sort of goes into it with that mindset, and he's like really dry and sarcastic, and I think that's why I love his humor, is it's really just like... It's just super funny to listen to him complain while he plays a horror game. But he played Phasmophobia recently, and he was like, bro, this game is really good. It's very, like, surprisingly good. Phasmophobia is literally Ghostbusters without the ghost catching. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's like you and, like, a friend are, like ghost hunters or something, right? What's crazy about Phasmophobia is that it was all made by one person. I love when indie games are made by, like, one-man dev crews. Actually, one of the games that I voice in, My Beautiful Paper Smile, was made by just one dude, which is really neat. Very, very cool to see that kind of talent within the game space. The stage ranges from an abandoned asylum to abandoned home to more abandoned places. It's just everything is abandoned. Everything, they just, for whatever reason, they're just like, there can't be a ghost that, I don't know, like haunts the food court at a shopping mall in broad daylight while everyone's just like trying to eat like pizza and like Burger King. It's just like, a ghost that just randomly throws like people's food. Oh, there's the ghost, but it's not that scary. It's okay. Also has amazing in-voice chat, uses proximity. Oh God, that sounds horrible. That sounds absolutely terrible, honestly. If I was a ghost, I would haunt a 5-star hotel, right? Treat yourself, Juju. That's a great idea. If I was a ghost, I would just, like, hang out at Disney World all day, dude. Just, like, ride the roller coasters. Making a game by yourself is literally the hardest thing I've ever done, and I didn't even do it well. Shut up. You did great. So much respect to people who do that. Listen, Mads, I did Let's Plays of your games, all right? And they're great. Me, if I was a ghost. Yeah, I just like hang out somewhere cool. Why would you want to, like, hang out somewhere dreary and crappy? Go hang out, go be like, yo, I'm a ghost, I don't have to pay for airfare, bro, and then just, like, fly to Disney World and, like, hang out there or something. I want a ghost janitor that just haunts a grocery store. Just, like, hangs out and cleans up, like, aisle 5 whenever something happens. I would love to see a satire horror game with that exact gimmick of hanging out at Disneyland or a mall in broad daylight. Yeah, it would be so funny, and it's like the ghost isn't even the bad, like, guy in the game. There's just, like, rude, entitled guests that the ghost occasionally is, like, bothered by. The ghost is just trying to vibe, and, like, some, like, jerk is, like, giving, like, an employee some hard time. And so, like, the ghost goes over and, like, gives that guy a wedgie. That would be amazing. It's like a vigilante ghost of justice, but a very, like, minor justice. Now I'm an artist and that's it. I'm fine making art. I'm doing that now and enjoying it. Well, I'm glad that you found your place then, Mads, and that you enjoy doing what you do. First class on a plane too. Right, the only problem is they wouldn't be able to, like, take your drink order and stuff. You wouldn't get, like, the full pampered experience. Straw Baby, yo, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you very much for chilling. Get some good rest. Thank you for being here for a bit. A game where you play a ghost and haunt people who are dicks to Disneyland staff. Exactly. How amazing would that be? That would be really cute. It would be like Untitled Goose Game, except you were a ghost going around causing havoc to people who deserve it. I think that would be cool. That would be a very neat game. I would play that. Roller coaster, more like roller ghoster. That is all for now. Thank you for that being all for now, because It just hurts me inside. Untitled Ghost Game. Yeah, there we go, guys. You can even take that idea if you're an aspiring game dev. Take that idea. You don't even have to credit me. There's your $1 million idea is the Untitled Ghost Game, where you go around and you're sticking up for the staff at a place.
Hey, I've been busy, so I've missed streams.
Oh
but
my
I'm
god.
glad to be back.
Well, Sliced Pebbles, thank you so much for the 3-month resub. Thank you very, very much for that. Hope that your busyness was some good busyness. Thank you for evolving into a silver Eevee as well. Thank you so much. Untitled Ghost Game, yes. Yeah, honestly, it could be like different stages, different scenarios. It wouldn't even have to, could be like a theme park one, but it could also be a grocery store like we talked about. And you're just like going around helping staff and no one knows you're there, but you still have to do stuff that doesn't like raise suspicion too much. Because if you're like, you know, carrying like a donut and it's just floating by a person, like maybe they're like, oh, that's a little bit weird. And they like call like the Ghostbusters on you or something. But outside of that, like maybe it could just be like you doing nice things for the living still, and you're just trying to vibe out and relax in like your different places that you're in. I need Untitled Ghost Game, and imagine if they made the desktop ghost and it does spooky things to your screen. Ooh, yeah. All right, now we're getting like extra like expanded with this idea here. extra expanded. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Welcome to the stream. Hi, welcome. Emergency meeting. Yeah, you don't want them to call an emergency meeting on your ass. That would be bad. Brian is an undercover game dev, I'm sure of it. No, I just play way too many video games, and I go, this is what I would do if I had made this game. And you obviously wouldn't be able to call it Untitled Ghost Game unless you got the Untitled Goose Game team's approval, but could maybe call... Well, I mean, like... Some indie devs do that as like this was inspired by Untitled Goose Game, and then they put it up on like itch.io or whatever. But if you wanted like a totally original title, I'm sure people would still be like, whoa, the inspiration here is great. How cute. How wonderful. Honestly, I'm really surprised Disney World isn't more haunted. They must have witches come and cleanse the entire area. Honestly, yeah, Disney World's got a lot of like dark, shitty history to it. So yeah, who knows? Maybe. I mean, it's Disney. They could afford to hire some like people to cleanse that area. I feel like it would have to be done regularly though, for sure. A ghost who mildly inconveniences you, like forcing your computer to update suddenly or unplugging your phone chargers. Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't be like a straight out like evil haunting. It would be a ghost that was like trying to be chill and being like a cute little ooh ghost boy, like just hanging out at like a theme park or like looking around like the ice cream section of like a grocery store. He's like, oh, I can pass through the glass so I can hang out in like the ice cream cooler area. That's neat. But then you know, he'll experience people being rude jerks every now and then, and he'll either fix their mistakes without being seen. Like maybe some guy walking through the grocery store like picks up something and is like, I don't want this, and then puts it back on the wrong shelf, and he's like, oh no, and then he goes over and he grabs it and he puts it back on the right shelf. Or if someone's like being like a total like jerky Karen to like one of the cashiers, then he can like, you know, do something inconvenient to that person. I think that would be very, very cute. Oh, do we have another birthday in chat? Daniel, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Let's get some Feels birthday mans in chat. Get some of thems. Kind of Casper the Friendly Ghost. Yeah, kind of Casper the Friendly Ghost, kind of Untitled Goose Game. You know, mash it all together into something cute and adorable. Random Aussie fact for the stream: a fast food chain here known as Hungry Jack's, like Burger King. Yeah, that is the Australian chain of Burger King. Called Hungry Jack's, being sued by Macca's for calling their burger the Big Jack when it's the same burger as the Big Mac. Oh, yeah, no, that is intellectual property infringement for sure, 100%. I love that Aussies call McDonald's Macca's. That's like one of my favorite slang terms from Australia. This reminds me of a Tumblr post from ages ago about the 7 deadly sins, but they're helpful and trying to help a guy. Sorry if that made no sense. No, that makes sense. It kind of reminds me, well, that reminds me more of 7 Deadly Sins, the anime. But, yeah, this would just be about one little, like, cute little ghost boy who is all about helping out people, like the everyday people of the world. and doesn't want people to be mistreated, and is just being like, you know, a vibe ghost. He's just trying to chill out. Like, maybe one of the scenarios is you end up at like a concert and you're just vibing out to the music, and you're trying to, like, because there's such a big crowd, and because you're invisible, because you're a ghost, like, maybe one of the things you can do is you see someone maybe crowd surfing and they're like losing their balance on the crowd and they're about to fall, and you like come in as another set of hands to hold them up and keep them from bumping their head or something, and no one notices because there's so many people in the crowd doing the crowd surfing stuff that like that ends up being like the way you're incognito on that stage. I think that'd be cute, right? Flace, thank you so much for the four gifted. Oh my god, thank you. That's really nice of you. Thank you for gifting your mumgy, a huge fan, Ariel Kobe and Iris Paw with those gifted subs. If any of you are in the chat, please make sure you're saying thank you to Flace for those gifted subs. That's really, really kind of you. Had to get to 880. We did not have to get to 880, actually. That is not true. You don't need to do that, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that support a lot. That's very kind. Thank you for the pride spam in the chat, everybody. You guys do way too much. You really, really do way too much. This is beyond words generous. Like, thank you very, very much for that. What did I say? Seven Deadly Sins is my favorite anime. It's so underrated. So here's the thing. So I started watching Seven Deadly Sins Lav, and I won't lie, it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I think that the one big qualm that I have with the first season that I've watched, because I haven't watched past season 1, I do hear season 2 gets really good, but season 1 is very cliche. Like, it's super, super, like, regular shonen cliche style anime. But people have told me, like, season 2 does sort of ramp up things, and I like the intrigue and the weird, like, conspiracy shit going on in the show so far. I really do like the idea of that, and I do like the most of the interpersonal relationships the characters have with each other. There's a couple characters where I'm like, they could, like, tone back on, like, the silliness or whatever, because the show switches gear so quickly. It's really weird. There's like 50% of an episode is them, like, goofing around and them screaming at each other, and then, like, 50% of the episode is, like, these badass, insane, like, really, really well animated fight scenes. And I like that a lot, but also it's one of those things where, like, it's definitely, like, it's about on par with the way that I look at most shonen anime, where I'm like, this is fun, and I will watch it because I find this fun, and therefore it's very enjoyable to me, but I can't, like, put it up to other crazy anime out there. November is the best month because I'm getting married in it. Yo, Flace! That is awesome. That is very, very awesome. Congrats to you. I'm a vote too. A little bit biased, I won't lie. I will not lie. But yeah. Girbeagly, please watch Erase. It's an amazing anime. Only 12 episodes. I've seen it.
Punch me in the boob.
I
watched it years ago or whatever.
It's amazing to be here, and I'm so glad to be a part of this community.
Yo, Seraph Angel, thank you for the 3-month resub. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you for sticking around long enough to evolve into a silver Eevee. Really appreciate that so much. King and Diana are the best well-rounded characters in the show. Changed my mind. So actually, my favorite, and this could be considered probably, like, overrated because they literally made, like, an OVA for it, but the relationship between Greed and God, why am I blanking on her name? King's sister, Ban. Yeah, that's his actual name, but yeah, he's the sin of greed. Ban and King's sister is, like, I really like the idea behind that one. Ban and Elaine, thank you so much. Yeah, Elaine. Yeah, they I really like that relationship, and I like that the OVA sort of delved into it a little bit more because it did add enough depth for me to, like, give a shit. So I did kind of like that a lot. I thought that was, like, just the right amount of emotion. Like, it was still very cliche, like, everything that happens with it, but, like, it still tugged at the heartstrings a little bit. And like that being sort of like a big driving factor of why he is the way he is something that is very, very fun. Something that like really fleshes out his character a lot more. But I do love the character of King, especially like when they started changing his backstory as well. Also, I forgot who told me to watch Erased. I did watch Erased. Joe, thank you for the recommendation, but I watched Erased back when it was airing. I liked Erased. So here's the thing. This is my thoughts on Erased. I really liked Erased until about like the second to last episode. And then it became convoluted and cliche, and it threw away literally all the potential it had. I really, really, really enjoyed it a lot in the beginning, and then it got really shitty. And that's like the ending of it like ruined the anime for me. Essentially, it was just so cliche and not thought out. It felt so rushed, and it didn't have the same sort of depth and nuance that the rest of the series had. But I did overall like it, and I definitely recommend it to other people, but I thought the ending kind of sucked. That's just my own thoughts, obviously. And if you're someone who's like, no, you're wrong, I love the ending, then good. I'm glad that you got more enjoyment out of it than me. One of my favorite scenes was when Ban and Melodious reunited. Oh yeah, I mean that it's cute. It's cute as hell. I love the relationship between Ban and Melodious in 7. Chat is full with Libras and early Scorpios. Absolutely rigged. Yeah, here's the thing. You're all wrong, because as someone who is Scorpio, Sun and Moon, and I think some other sign, I don't know, I'm like a super Scorpio, according to Morgan. November is the best. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. As someone who is a super Scorpio, I think my rising is Sagittarius. I don't know. I'd have to check with Morgan, but I'm Scorpio, Sun, and Moon. Wait, I can check on my phone. What am I doing, dude? I literally have a chart on my phone on time passages. The app Time Passages. Let me check myself. Let me check myself before I wreck myself. You know what I'm trying to say here, dude? Hello? What? I don't know how this app works. Oh, here we go. Poggers, bro. Poggers, bro. I am a Scorpion Sun, Moon, Sagittarius rising. There we go. November is far superior. There it is. There it is. November Scorpios are the baddest bitches I would know. Sky, are you also a November Scorpio? Fantastic. Fantastic. Also a November Scorpio, but I don't put too much stock into astrology. Me either. I'm the same way, Mediocre. I 100% am someone who just like, I find it fun, and when like character aspects of me line up with things that astrology predicts they will, then I'm like, oh, that's fun. But I'm not like I'm a hardcore, like, believe in all that stuff. But you guys already know that about me. I'm very much a skeptic. And if you're someone who has those beliefs and are into that, have fun with them. It's good. I'm glad that you got something that's helping guide you and make you sort of understand the world a little bit more through your own lens. So, yeah. My birthday is November 20th? Oh, cool, Sky. I didn't know that. Yours is a week after mine, then. That's cool. I'll try to remember that so I can wish you a happy birthday. I'll try to do that. Who is Autumn? I live in Florida. Florida, which is just one continuous, very humid spring or summer. Pretty much. Gotta try and sleep now. I have to wake up at 5 to get extra work done. Take care, Anti-Trendy Teen. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope that you get that work done and you get some good sleep to recharge you before it. Thank you, guys, for giving my kitties some pets. That's super nice of you. They're even now? Thank you for keeping them even. Those boys both deserve an equal amount of love. It's summer, then cold month, then summer, and cold month isn't even December. As someone who lived in Florida during cold month, like the coldest it got, at least in Jacksonville, was like 57 degrees or something, which, to be fair, compared to the normal weather, is really cold. But I used to like walk around in Florida with just like a t-shirt on during that weather, and every like native Floridian in that area was like, dude, are you freaking insane? Why are you not wearing a coat right now? And they were like bundled up with like jackets and like scarves and shit. And I was like, dude, I'm from New York. Like, this is a really nice day there. So yeah, everyone better attack Shira with birthday wishes in 2 weeks. Oh, we will. We will. Yes, will happen. It did not get above 57 degrees here today in Chicago. Yeah, Chicago gets super cold. We live on the coast, so it gets down to 30 sometimes. Ooh, yuck. Yeah, that will do it. I mean, like, that's the thing is I lived at Jacksonville Beach, so we were technically on the coast as well. But, like, I mean, we were on the coast as well. It's just, like, I don't know why. It wasn't super cold that winter. Okay, I got a dab. Lindsay, thanks for sticking around for long enough to save up 10,000 channel points. 10,000 wibbles. Really appreciate you sticking around for that. Excited to be able to wear coats. See, I don't like wearing coats because it like covers up whatever else I'm wearing, and I don't have any stylish coats, and they're very expensive. But to be fair, also, I do own like a decent number of jackets, so I can like switch things up. And that's just from living here for as long as I have, where it's a necessity because it's winter for like 6 months here. I'm not looking forward to that. Hey, what's up, Stone? Good to see you here. Always nice to have you. Getting to wear coats is the only good thing about cold weather. Man, you guys in your coat fashion. I'm glad that there's some people. Target has such cute coats. Maybe I'll have to hit up some Targets, yo. I mean, that will be kind of a cute thing, right? We'll do some winter Girbeagly looks. So that could be something. And sometimes the snow, the way that the like low light bounces off snow actually like is really good for photography. So maybe I'll do some like outdoor Girbeagly lookbooks or something. Who knows? Morgan takes some pictures of me while I'm outside. Could be something that I do. Yeah, welcome everyone joining in. For those of you guys who don't notice, we have 2 brand new fresh mods to the mod team over here on Twitch. They have been doing a great job over on the Discord. So tonight we knighted both Corey and Jenna, and they have swords to swing around. So make sure that you don't piss them off, or they will stab you through the heart, and you will be dead forever. And that will be bad, because I hear that death is hard to come back from. So, yeah. I haven't owned a coat in years, and I live near Chicago. Lav. Well, I hope that you're able to get one, because I don't know. Chicago is cold. I'm ready to stab. I've had lots of practice in Among Us. There we go. That's the automatic. I mean, that gives you the credentials to be someone who's very dangerous with the stabbies, for sure. Coats are a bummer for me, too. I'm not shaped the way clothing manufacturers expect. So coats are like, LOL, what part of your body do you want to be warm? Yeah, that's another part of it. I mean, there's like at least a decent selection at some stores, but like it does suck that like a majority of mainstream stores still don't like carry as broad of a selection as they can of like not just like you said, like not just sizes, but like actual like shapes. But at least like it is something that's becoming a little bit more on like the clothing industry's radar. So even if it is a little bit of extra money, you can order from certain stores or online retailers or whatever. But yeah, I can imagine that being just like super like frustrating. Like for me, and for instance, like I fit into a small for most things in men's, and but the thing is sometimes even with a small, like this shirt, for instance, like this is the Soft Boy shirt Ethan sent me. And, like, with this, like, it fits me fine, and it, like, the way it falls, like, is good, but, like, the sleeve, like, I have kind of stumpy arms, for anyone who's ever hugged me before. Normally I can't close my arms all the way around your back, because I have really small, short arms, but even the sleeves are a little bit long, so I got my hand stuck in here, so, yeah. I know for me being born in winter, it was so beautiful until the roads get icy. Yeah, like January, February, when it gets like super icy, that's when it sucks the most, for sure. Gonna go get some food and pain meds, be back soon. Also take your meds if you need to. Sure, thanks for the reminder to chat. That's really nice of you. Very, very nice of you. I want a Brian hug. Not until this horrible, yucky world virus goes away, but once it is gone, then I would love to go to more meetups and conventions and stuff like that, and meet some people and get some pictures and give some hogs, you know? Just gotta stay away from bridges. Yeah, icy bridges are, like, I know, like, there's always those, like, signs that are, like, you know, caution, slow, like, icy bridge ahead. But you really gotta heed those. Like, there have been on some really intensely icy bridges that have made my car kind of, like, fishtail out, even going, like, 20 miles an hour. So, yeah, Brian, I haven't gotten to hug you in over 2 years. That's just sad. I mean, the world changed in one of the weirdest ways it possibly could have changed. So, yeah, it sucks that I haven't even been able to travel and see friends in such a long time. I wish I could stay up longer, but I have to try to be productive tomorrow. Yo, totally understandable, Link Me. Take care. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Get some good sleep. So scared to drive my car alone on the ice this year. The brakes are super bad, and I haven't driven alone in that kind of weather before, so I'm so nervous. The number one thing that I can recommend doing is, even if it pisses off other people around you, is just driving a little bit below the speed limit if you are someone who is unsure of yourself on icy roads. Obviously, momentum is such a huge part of being on the road. And the other thing that you might want to check into is it might not even be like obviously brakes are a huge part of it. Like anti-lock brakes are like really, you know, important and stuff. But maybe like check your tire treads as well, because sometimes even just upgrading your tires, like replacing your tires, is cheaper than replacing your brakes. And you know, bald tires on a car can be the difference between like being able to stop in time or getting into like a fender bender. So, you know, just driving slow here and there is probably smart to do. Totally understandable. I do the same thing when it's winter time. Just how it be when it do. My arms are so long that they are the same length as my legs. I'm so misproportionate. So Morgan is the same way, where she has like a huge wingspan. Like her arm length is unbelievable. Like some of the time when we're like at a store or something, like I am taller than Morgan. I'm physically taller than Morgan by several inches, but my arms aren't as long as hers. So what happens is sometimes when we're like in a store, I'll be like, I can't reach that thing. And she'll be like, let me try. And she'll just like go up on her tippy toes and like her arm will reach up and she'll just grab whatever it was that I was unable to do. Yeah, because you have the widest arms in the whole world. So it's hard to tell when she's behind my head, but she... Yeah, so Morgan found a calculation online that said she has the same arm span as a 5'9" man.
Like the average arm length.
Yeah, the average arm length of a 5'9" man is Morgan's arms. So, whereas I have like the arm length of a baby. You know? So, pretty wild. She can reach all the way across this flat earth to smack whoever she wants. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I'm probably gonna wrap up here in a little bit, guys, just to give you all a heads up to anyone joining or anyone who's thinking about like needing to wind down themselves, just to give you an update. My legs look long, but it's really just because of scoliosis. My torso is short. I'm just a small person. Morgan has really long legs as well. But yeah, not because of scoliosis like that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a pretty sad inconvenience to have to deal with. I know a lot of people with scoliosis. Actually, one of my best friends growing up had it. Isn't your arm length as long as your height? I mean, that's theoretically what it's supposed to be. That would insinuate that every single person is born exactly to the mold of their height. But that is not the case. I'm going to head out, have the idea of getting sleep, but we'll see. Have fun, Brian and chat. Good luck, Lindsay. I hope that you get some good rest. Hope you get some good rest. Scoliosis, Kang, rise up. Yeah, that's right, Lav. You have told me before that you have scoliosis as well. There's a lot of people, I think, in this community. It's very common. It's very, very common. I remember they did the scoliosis checks when we were in school during gym, when they would like measure our height and our weight and stuff. They'd have us do the thing where we like touched our toes and they'd like measure our back or look at our spine or whatever it was. And they do that at like the doctor's office as well. So what you're saying is Morgan's torso must be teensy weensy, or you've been hiding her height of 5'9" with camera tricks. Morgan is actually a giant. She is humongous. People assume I'm much shorter than I am, but since I can't feel my hands if I stand up straight, I lose a good 3 inches due to slouching. Really? Wow, that's intense. Good thing. I mean, that's a really unique thing to know about you. All I have to do is bend over just a tiny bit, and you can feel just how fucked up my spine is. Yeah, that's the way it is for most scoliosis people. Is anyone suffering from that? Like I said, I had a friend who had such bad scoliosis growing up in high school. He was on the swim team, and you know how like divers or like swimmers like take to the blocks, like the way that they start on the starting blocks is they like have to bend over all the way. So he would do that, and you could like from the bleachers like see how messed up his back was, and he wasn't able to like jump / dive into the water straight because of like how like twisted his back was. So but he was still a pretty fast swimmer. He wasn't good enough to place, but you know. My spine really is so curvy that it curves back and corrects itself. In the next 10 years, it's going to run away. The next 10 years, it's just going to become a lasso, and it's going to catch on to a bull at a rodeo. My friend's kid has scoliosis, but curves to the side rather than forward. One of his lungs is small as a result. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that scoliosis can basically result in as like a side effect. So, yeah. Just got to pog through the pain. Also, I'm 5'3", but I have to slouch so I don't literally pass out. So I'm 5'0". Oh, geez. A lot of people who have to slouch here due to health reasons or whatever. So sorry to hear that. I mean, we have our posture check channel point reward now. But hopefully a little bit of good stretching here and there helps loosen that up for you guys at least. Oh yeah, I have a double curve too, but it's like side to side, so it doesn't pose a threat to organs or anything. It's just a cosmetic thing. Mostly my back hurts way quicker than normal from pressure and carrying things. Yeah, so I have a buddy who had bad like scoliosis growing up, and he recently had like a disc sort of slip due to that, and needed like a surgery, which is like, I hope that doesn't happen for any of you. I hope you guys are able to find solutions that are much less severe and major than that. So that you are able to be, because that obviously doesn't happen to everyone. That's not meant to make people scared. But it is something that I know he's dealing with right now, where he's not even really able to like get up and like move off his couch. I am horizontal in my chair somehow. Did you do but can it do this? And then you went all the way back, and it was the PewDiePie chair. I can't believe you've been holding out on us this whole time. Every time I've bro-fisted towards the camera, you could have told me about your epic PewDiePie chair. I was supposed to get surgery, but they said it would cause more harm in the long run the earlier I got it done. Yeah, a lot of times they wait until they can pinpoint exactly what's going to go wrong as your spine and body grow and such, because obviously pressure over time is what causes a lot of the issues. So, yeah, completely understandable. I want to eat Takis, but it's 1 a.m. Yo, Mouse Big Ears, live your dreams. I ate Takis like 2 nights ago at like 2 a.m. That's not that different. Go do your thing. Live your Takis dreams. I know. I'm sorry about keeping all the secrets. I'm a little bit disappointed. I won't lie. What did I miss? You missed us talking about scoliosis, Shira. Jenna, how dare you keep secrets? My dad had a disc slip a long time ago, or my mom had a disc slip a long time ago. Clearly, my brain is still fried inside of my skull. She never got medical attention for it, so the bone literally fused back together. Ooh, wild. Weird. They were like, now that you've stopped growing, it will start to get worse much less quickly, and the amount of vertebrae we'd have to fuse would just fuck you up. Yeah, that's the whole thing, is just, it's more of like a situation that, as long as it's not like immediate horrible pain for you, they're typically going to advise against doing those types of surgeries, especially when you're young. And wait until you're older, when you have less years to live, to mess up your back forever. Oh, boy. Anyway, chat, I said I was going to end. I'm finally actually monitoring the clock for once in my life. I'm sorry this was a slightly shorter stream than we're used to doing, but I'm just, like, really, really tired, and I have to be honest about that. I don't want to try to force something and make it less enjoyable for people, but today, I don't know what it was about today, maybe something in the air, but I've been physically and mentally exhausted all day long. So I'd rather end it on a good note where we're all sort of vibing and having, like, you know, chill chat. Actually get into the chill chat after like an hour of people making my brain break. But I had a lot of fun tonight. I really did. I always love being able to hang out and just talk about whatever and have a space where everyone just sort of chills. You know, everyone just has like a nice safe space to recoup, to recharge, etc. So I hope that's what everyone got tonight. I really, really did enjoy hanging out with everybody. And again, congrats to Corey and Jenna on their recent knighthood here in the community. Again, if either of you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out to like me or one of the mods. Probably one of the mods because they know Nightbot even better than I do. I am kind of dog shit at figuring things out when it comes to anything. But we'd love to have you in even more streams where you can help and hang out and have a good time still. Nothing wrong with a nice short stream. Yeah. Everyone can sort of just use this as like their vibe out time to get into a good headspace before bed or whatever. And it's really, really nice that so many people decided to come out on a random Thursday. And this is too insane. But if you guys want to keep the party going, we got a Discord that Corey just plugged in the chat. Feel free to hit up the Discord for talks about pretty much anything you want. There's, you know, people always talking about gaming, what's going on in their life, people setting up Among Us games. We do movie nights over there. We got Minecraft server access over there. All of it is completely free to the community. You don't even have to be a subscriber here to be a part of that. There's all sorts of cool things. We got a cookbook, community cookbook chat, which, Mads, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but instead of doing like a Google Doc cookbook, what we have now is a cookbook chat room on the Discord where people can drop their favorite recipes and share those with the community, which is really cool and really, really nice. So that is something that people can do. We recently apparently added a witch chat, which is really neat. So if you're into supernatural / mystical stuff, spiritual stuff, witch chat is a place to go chill. Also, if you guys enjoyed the stream and got any good memes out of it or wanted to make some cool fan art or whatever it might be, you know, if you got some nice words of affirmation to share with the chat or to share with the other subreddit members, we do have the subreddit, you know, just as a nice little pick-me-up. You could write something like that. Or we have some people, Corey actually is, I think, the only one who's done this, but I think it's really neat. If you have any, like, sort of, like, writing you want to share that has to deal with the community, whether it's Girbeagly lore that Corey, I think, does a lot of that, or if you have some sort of, like, silly story you want to write that deals with the community or whatever it might be, you can do any numbers of those things over on the subreddit, and normally I pick a post of the night as well. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wind down here. And hopefully everyone had a really good time. I did. I really needed this. This was great. This was actually wonderful. I feel full of much, much, much more energy than I was actually at the beginning. Like, not much more energy, much more good energy than I was before I started streaming tonight. So thank you so much for that, helping me recharge as well. But I hope that you guys have an absolutely go write Cranky Vor fix. I mean, technically, if you wanted to write fanfic about our #1 fanfic writer, Cranky Vor 2988, you could do that. You could write the story of where Cranky Vor 2988 is right now. You could write a story about they're on an epic quest somewhere, looking for the perfect fan fiction material or something. I don't know. But thank you so much. Seriously. Thank you for all the follows, the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifted subs, the donations tonight. All of that means a ton. It all adds up and helps me out so much. This is too big of a number. Let's never do this again, please. This is way too much. You saw how it affected me. We do not ever need to do this again. But thank you for putting us 20 subs away from 900 again. That is unreal, and I just really, I appreciate everything a lot. I hope that with things like the new computer coming in, with just how much support the channel's been getting from sponsors and from you guys directly, I can continue to provide some good entertainment, some sort of cool stuff to do for you all. Moments and experiences that we all get to take part in together. So thank you so much for that. And for those of you who joined me tonight, it was really nice chatting with all of you. It really, really was. For those of you who lurked, please don't feel bad about lurking. We love you. We appreciate all the support, all the time that you've put into this community. Super cool of you. Really do appreciate that so very much. And we hope that we get to see you again in future streams. But hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you so very much. I really, really do. Finger hearts as usual. Gonna go ahead and end this stream here. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting Jake with a sub. That's so kind of you. Jake, if you are in the chat, please make sure you're saying thanks for that gifted sub to whoever the Anonymous Gifter is. Whoever you are, thank you so much. That's way too kind of you, though. Really appreciate you a lot for that. Supporting the stream, supporting me. It's really cool of you. But yeah, one last round of Pride Spam, everybody. And we're going to go ahead and wrap it up right here. Again, thank you so much. Hope you guys take care. Finger hearts as usual. See you all in the next stream. I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. And yeah, we'll hopefully have a good stream tomorrow as well. So, goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
I see what's next, leave details in text, and they see me stressed. The less I give, the less I give. Figures in the wind, roll them in, roll them out, when the faded skin, overruled by the proud. Figures in the wind, roll them in, roll them out, when the faded skin, overruled by the proud. Figures in the wind, roll them in, roll them out, when the faded skin, overruled by the proud. Figures in the wind, roll them in, roll them out, when the faded skin, overruled by the proud.
Figures in the mint, roll them in, perfect color dripping right up off my skin. Roll them out, silver color, let them in on the dial. Tell your friends, give me something, play pretend. Pink and white, my favorite sin. Take a look.
Watch yourself, don't get too close. I done shook these niggas free. Body blows, that's on the later adios. Just turn the knob and tell them kids to listen in.
Cause pink, white for the hell of it.
Looking sideways, but how am I the one to blame when you're distorting pictures? Call my name.